Autoscaling. Okay. This question people will also ask in an interview, like how will you get packages or software installed in your EC2 instances running in Autoscaling? Okay. Or the question could be which uh, what would be the approach to update the OS or installation of packages or software or configurations or required configuration in Autoscaling Group? Okay, so this could be the question which people can ask you in an interview. Okay, and not in fact in an interview while you're working in an organization, there also you need to understand this. So to do so, let's go here and let's go to Autoscaling Group quickly, and then I will be discussing out the challenge. So here I am in the Autoscaling Group. I'll just go, I will be creating Autoscaling Group quickly. So any name I can give. Okay, so it could be demo, dev, and but tell me something. ASG. Okay, Autoscaling Group. So I'm fine here. We already have one launch template. Will be selecting this. Default is one person. Okay, I will scroll and click on next. Default VPC we'll be using. I will be using 1A, 1B, 1C. I am good here as well. And I want to use the balanced best effort. I'll be going next. I don't want to attach any load balancer or anything. I will just go click on next. Okay. One is minimum capacity, desired maximum I'm keeping as 3, and desired what I'm doing I will be keeping as 3 at this moment of time. Okay, so that I can discuss out the challenge. So here I will click on next. I don't want to have any notification tags. I want to keep. So name, I can give the same name in fact. Okay, but yeah, demo dev ESG Autoscaling Group. Okay, so we are good. I will click on next, and here I go, create Autoscaling Group. So now we are able to see this Autoscaling Group is being running, and here we have 3 instances which are being running at this moment of time. So my question is still open. Here the requirement is, we can see this T2.micro is being running on, right? And here, let's consider this way, like you are running one web server here, okay? And what do you need? You want that web server configuration to be updated here, okay? Maybe developer has made some changes into the code and he wants to get this updated, okay? So how will you be doing that? Okay, so in terms of doing that, let's do one thing. Okay, let's go there in the EC2 and let's create one standalone EC2 instance. Okay, or if we don't want to create a standalone EC2 instance, that is also being fine. Okay, what we can do, we can use any of these instance. Okay, let's go and let's use this particular instance at this moment of time. Okay, so I have this public IP. I will be going here. I'll be connecting with this EC2 instance. Okay, let me follow organization standard. Okay, in organization, you will not be using the Autoscaling Group EC2 instance. In that scenario, what you will be doing, you will be creating a different EC2 instance. Okay, so let me create a different one only so that we remain in sync. how the things work out within an organization. Okay, so here I have gone. I will be uh, okay. I'm giving it an web server test. I'm giving name Amazon Linux. I can use instance type t2.micro. I can use, and I will be using this key pair. I have the existing security group with me. So I will be using this one, and I will say launch instance. So now this particular instance is being launched. What I will be doing, I will be connecting with this EC2 instance. This is the one which we got launched, right? I'll be just connecting with it. How will I connect? I'll be connecting it by using putty. Okay, so we got connected. What I will be doing here, we are running this auto scaling groups. We are running these EC2 instances into the auto scaling group. Okay, so what we will be doing, we want to make some changes here. So in terms of doing that, what we will be doing, let me go and let me make it a web server. Okay, although if I'm not wrong, these are also the web server. If I just go here, if I want to show you this, let me see if these are the web servers. Okay, these are not the web server, is it? Okay, these are not. Yeah, that is fine then. Okay, so for example, these are the EC2 instances which are running into the auto scaling group. Okay, these are web server, or you can consider these are not the web server, but we want to make them as a web server. Okay, we want to add the additional feature here. So in terms of doing the additional feature, what could be the approach? That is the question. So the one could be, you can say, you can go to this particular EC2 instance, this, and you can install the HTTPD, right? You can install the HTTPD, you can start the services on both three EC2 instances, and respective configuration you can make so that it remains in sync, and all three will be running a web server, right? This could be your answer, is it?
Yes. But
Okay.
if we want a particular settings in an instance, we can make an image and we can launch the instances from image.
You're right. Okay. So see, this is what we talk. This is not the right approach. The concern is here we have the multiple challenges. Challenges is, for example, if this particular EC2 instance got terminated at some point of time, and auto scaling group created one more EC2 instance, okay, and it got replaced due to some certain reason, then what will happen? So in that particular approach, only two EC2 instances will be running particular configuration, and this will be out of sync with these two. Okay, so here in auto scaling group, we can't just go to the EC2 instances and manually make the changes. Okay, so here, what do we need to do? We need to follow some approach. So in terms of following that approach, what we need to do here, we already have created one EC2 instance for the test, and here I am, and here what I'll be doing, I will be installing the package. Okay, so I will be installing HTTPD. Why? Yeah. Okay. Now I will be starting the services, enable HTTPD. Okay, we are good. Now I want to make it a web server. So let me do one thing. Let me go website, the template download. I'll be here. And once I'm here, I can use any of them. Like maybe this Oxer we can use, right? Okay, not image. I want to copy the link address. Here I'll go, I will be saying wget, I'll be pasting the URL, will press enter. Okay, what happened? Okay, let's try to do this way. Click on this, on download, copy link address. Okay, here we go. Now execute this, wget this, Press enter. This one will get download. Now we can see zip file is downloaded. I'll be clicking on unzip oxer.zip. I'll press enter. I'm good. Okay. Now we have this cd oxer HTML. Here I go. Okay. What next I'll be doing? I'll be moving each one of these files here. var www HTML. Okay. So now this particular EC2 instance which we are running here, this should be serving you the traffic. Okay, yeah, this is serving the traffic of a website, right? Whenever the traffic is getting hit. Okay, it looks better now. What next we have to do? So next is this EC2 instance is being ready. Test EC2 instance we have tested. Everything is being fine, and in fact, we have started the services as well. Let me systemctl enable HTTPD. I'm not sure if I did this, but I need to have this. Okay, fine. Now what I'll be doing, I'll just go here, actions, image, and I will be creating an image. Okay, what image I'll be creating? I will say web server, Oxer, AMI. Okay, this is the Oxer one. So this is not a production instance. This is a testing one. If required, we can click on reboot. I don't have any problem. But if it is a production, don't reboot the instance. Okay, so here I go. I will be creating an image. Okay, it looks better. So now if I just go here, if I click, then I should be redirected here, web server Oxer AMI. Okay, we can see this AMI is being here and its status is being pending. In a while, we should be able to see the AMI is being available for us to use. Okay, let's wait for a while. Okay, yeah. See, we didn't untick that, right? Reboot instance. So that's why this EC2 instance got rebooted. Okay, but that is fine. This was a testing instance, so that's why we were fine with it. So AMI is still in the pending state. We can wait for a while. Okay, it should be ready. Okay. So now AMI is available to us and we are good. So now what next we have to do, right? So next is we will go to the launch template And here I'll click on modify template. Okay, what basically I'll be doing, I will be modifying the template. Okay, template version description, if we want to give, we can give Oxer version 2. Okay, we are good here. Here, if I just go, what I'll be doing, I will go like earlier we used Amazon Linux AMI, right? Now I want to use different AMI, that is my AMI. In my AMI, I should be able to see one AMI. Okay, this is the AMI which I want. Okay, where it went? Yeah. Okay, I just have one AMI, so I'll be choosing this particular one. I'm good here, and I will be scrolling down. If you will want to validate this, this is the AMI ID 48CD, right? Here, if you just go in the AMIs, you should be able to see your AMI ID 48CD. Okay, at the end. So we are good. Here I go. I still want to use the T2.micro. I don't want to change the instance type. I don't want to change the key pair as well. Security group also I want to keep same. So I am good here. So what next I'll be doing? I will say create template version. So now one more template version is being created. So in order to check, here we can go. Okay, so default version is 1 and latest version is 2. So if we want to make default version as also 2, so in order to do so, what we can do, we can just go to the versions. And here we can see default version is 1 and 2 is not default version. So I'll be selecting this out. I will say actions and I will say set default version. So I will be selecting 1 or 2. I want to have 2 as default version, right? So I will say set as default version. So now default version has been changed to 2. Okay, earlier we had two versions, right? So first one was uh, version 1, and now we have the latest version as 2. So now I'll be going here to the Autoscaling group, and in Autoscaling group, if here I'll just go, I'll be clicking on edit. Okay, so once I click on edit, here we can see, okay, launch template is this, default version is 2, right? Sorry, default version is 2. 1 second, let me check if it took automatically this default version. Added, right? Yeah, default version is 2 itself.
With
Then Mhm.
we don't we also need to change the instance too, right? The instance is the older one we were using, LTDEM
Instance
website.
type is fine. We don't need the instance type to be modified. Okay, we were changing just AMI ID. Okay,
Okay.
and as far as I went here, I'm able to see the instance ID is being here. So let me do one thing. Okay, let me just go here and let me see into the activities. Okay, so once you go to the activities, you are able to see something. What you are able to see, you are able to see it is launching the additional instances, right? All right, launching. Okay, fine. So here, see what I'll be doing. I will just go here in the auto scaling group. Okay, I will go here. This is the launch template, right? Okay, which is being used. I'll be clicking on edit. And once I click on edit, I can see default is 2. I'm good with this. If I'm good, let me click on update. Okay. So auto scaling group has been updated. Version is default. I'm not sure what it was showing earlier, but yeah, version is default. So now if I just go here and if I just go to the activity, right? In a while, I should be able to see it is terminating the previous instance and it should get the new EC2 instance created. Okay, why? Because here we have made changes into our launch template. Okay, this is not happening. Let me do one thing then. Automatically, this is not happening, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here, should I start the instance refresh? Okay, so here an replacing all or some instances. Okay, let me go with it. So terminate and launch, I want that is being fine. And here I want, okay, healthy percentage to 90%, right? Out of 3. So it looks good. Keep matching, scaling per, no recommended, okay. Launch template. But if I'm already updating launch template, right, it should have worked. If I'll be doing this, definitely it will work. Okay, but I didn't want to head it. Yeah, see. An instance refresh has been started, right? So it is bringing out one instance and it will be launching another instance. Okay. Hmm. So there is one thing basically. Okay. So that thing is like the question is why this didn't happen automatically. Okay, that is the concern. So behind that there is a reason. So reason is if any of the scaling activity will happen. Okay, because here we can see all 3 instances were running successfully. Okay. For example, one of the instance get unhealthy due to certain reason. Then in that scenario, what will happen? It will create a new instance. Okay, it will auto scaling group will identify. Okay, there is a change in the launch template. Okay, so it will create a new instance with the latest version, and it will replace other as well. Okay, so as it was already getting healthy, so automatically it will not replace. So in that scenario, what we will have to do, we will have to use this instance refresh in terms of doing so. Okay, got my point?
Yes, bhai.
Okay, so here if you'll just go in instances, you can see 3 instances are okay. One is waiting for the warm up time period, right? So that warm up time period we can change. That is a 5 minutes if I'm not wrong, right? Instance waiting for instance warm up. It is there for Geo3F. Okay, 3 instances are already running. We can terminate this instance. We are not needing this web server test. Okay, we are not needing this instance. We can terminate this. We need to wait for a while until this gets all these instances get successfully completed. Okay, it will take 5-10 minutes if I'm not wrong. At the meantime, can I change the warm up time period? Let me give it a try. Yes. Um, no, seconds. Let's define that. Let's wait. Okay, this one got successfully completed. Let's see. Now another one is getting terminated. Okay, one by one it will get terminated. Let's wait for a while. Let this gets completed, and then we'll explore other things. Okay, fine. So now we are able to see these instances have been terminated one by one. Okay, starting from here and this got over here, right? So it took approx 15 minutes of time to get entire process completed, but now you are able to see all the instances are being recreated. So in terms of validating that, you can just go here to instances, you can refresh that, and you should be able to see, okay, few of them are being terminated, 3 are being terminated, and 3 are being running. And this one, we got terminated forcefully, right? We manually did it. So that looks to be better. So here, if you just go and if you will be accessing it via using this particular IP address, let me press enter. You should be able to see some output. Okay, this website is being running. Similarly, if you just go here and you will be using this, okay, this particular IP, same website will be running, should be running. Let me remove this HTTPS. Okay, so here as well for third instance as well. Okay, not this one. Yeah, this instance as well. So whatever configuration changes, application changes, or installation you have to do, you don't have to go to the EC2 instance manually and make the changes. What you have to do, you have to make changes into the launch template. Okay, basically you can have an instance, you can create an AMI for it, and you can create a latest version of it. And once you have that particular version, which is being attached to the auto scaling group, and then it will be considering the latest version, it will be redeploying your EC2 instances in the auto scaling group. So do you have any questions here? Any question or any doubts?
No, but I got it.
Okay, that's better.